Solve one problem, create another. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
One of the supports for the seat on the Pushpit had broken loose at the weld, so Shawn needed to repair and re-weld that section back together. Later on, we'll add new wood seating to replace the old boards.
Cold, I should have preheated that. That'll work. Can't complain about that. We'll just chop them out square and then refine them with the flap disc or the grinder.
Quite a few of the base plates on both the Pulpit and Pushpit were bent, cracked, or damaged over the years, so instead of trying to save the old ones, Shawn and Dave decided it was easier to just cut out new ones and rebuild them.
That looks beautiful, sir.
Fine, just record me on this thing. I see how you're doing it.
All about that documenting.
Didn't even stick.
Nope, I was worried about whether the gap was going to be too much for it or not. Weld it now.
That one worked out nicely.
Yeah, it flowed pretty good. All right. way. And now we have a pattern. Okay? So now all we got to do is we put this back up here, get it in line, and set this in place, bring it back down, and we can just scribe it or mark it with the marker when we put it back in position, right? Because again, this and this we don't care about because this is going to establish that. If we do a good job cutting that off, then we won't have some new weird angle, right? But we needed to understand the relationship of this in this plane of rotation to this so that we get it turned the right way. And now we don't have to worry about measuring and things being, you know, out of whack there. We just made an outline on that, as you can see. And now all we got to do is bring it back up to our reference marks, put our plate on, get it oriented that way, like this, come down, and we can scribe or we can use the marker or whatever, and that'll get us back where we need to be.
In theory, we're just going to slide these down out of the way
Yep.
and then bring them back up once you're ready to start putting new plates on.
Yep, it shouldn't interfere with what we need to do at all.
And this is what you use to make all your dough air washers and everything when you ate them.
Yep. Washer, It was purchased specifically for the purpose of doing those rollers, and then I knew that I was going to need a bunch of Delray washers for different things, and I'm like, and I think I'm going to need a little bit of brass, and I thought, well, I'll just get it, you know, a little cheap. I mean, I say cheap. This thing was like $500. You know, I didn't think I was going to need to do much other machining. Well, now I have a need for several other things that are out of metal. Oh man, that motherfucker. Those things are just so bent up. It's crazy how bent. And I mean, some of that I understand. You know, some of that is the wood changes shape and fasteners get redriven and it gets bent to flex down to meet. But those things are bent like the thing got ripped off the deck.
Well, I mean, I was just looking at that, because take a look at that. I mean, it's mushroomed from the middle.
Yeah, that's
down.
what I'm saying. It's almost like it was like somebody was trying to rip it off the deck.
on it.
Well, I mean, again, it did crash in Irma, I think. So maybe it shocked the crap out of the whole thing and jerked everything. Who knows? Fuck, who knows? I mean, this boat's been through hell and back, so.
Let me get your palm sander up here. One up here, I'll palm sander.
Yes. Yes, I do. There's that.
My badass had to climb up here.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since your fat ass climbed up there, I will bring you a step ladder so when you step down, you don't have to jump, because we all know how that's going to end. Trip to the emergency room.
Well, hey, you know,
$5,000 deductible.
This is no taller than those pickup trucks when we were kids.
Yeah, right.
We do backflips off of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you do that now and see what the fuck happens to you. I'll tell you right now. Just a quick clip before I go to grinding on this thing. This is proof positive once again that you can learn new skills, and it will certainly take you a hell of a long time to perfect them. And I am nowhere near perfecting TIG welding. It's this is embarrassing, is what it is. But people out there that actually know how to TIG weld are they're gonna face palm seeing this crap. But all the metal is melted together and there's not a bunch of holes in everything. So right now that's as good as I can give you. I have said it once, or I've said it many times, and once again I will remind everybody that I will not be taking any TIG jobs from anybody anytime soon. I am a proficient grinder and polisher, but a shit welder. So, but for what I'm doing and what I needed to do here, that's all that matters. So on this, you can see what a chicken shit weld that is. But again, I'm learning the machine, I'm learning the technique, I'm getting there, but it's certainly not coming fast. MIG welding I'm fine at. Aluminum MIG welding was a new learning curve for me, but yeah, so after the first 2 feet, I had that machine dialed in and had my process dialed in, and I was cranking along, and it still took me days to get all that welding done. But anyway, this thing was, this boat had broken its mooring in a hurricane, and it had crashed into a couple of other boats at one point. In the process of doing that, it hit the bow pulpit and sheared this down leg off, broke it. I mean, it was cracked. When we got it, it was still there, but it was hanging on by a thread, and it had broken it off of the chain plate that's for the Genoa. So it had been welded originally, or actually what we've come to realize is it was brazed, but it broke loose there, and it broke this here, and this pipe used to be one piece. So what I've done is I went down to Pender Brothers and I got a piece of 7/8 rod yesterday and turned it down on the lathe so that it would fit inside of here, and I went in and tacked it, put this new pipe on, saddled the pipe, and then proceeded to realize that I had the welder set wrong and burned a bunch of holes in it. Had to fill those in, kept playing with it, kept dialing the temperature down till I got it closed, and then I ended up having to chase it up here because there was water in the pipe, and this was somewhat rotted, so I had to get down to good steel, and it kept burning through, and yada yada yada, and blah blah blah. And Bob's your uncle, it's welded all the way around. It's ugly, but I have not only a wide assortment of flap discs, but I also have sanding belts for this pipe sander that run from 40 grit all the way up to 1,000 grit. So I think there's a reasonable possibility I might make this look like it's not chicken shit.
It was really nice having Dave out in the shop helping on this rebuild and joking around with Shawn while they work. Projects like this sure do make some good memories along the way. We really do appreciate y'all following along with us through all these projects and hanging out with us out in the shop for a little while. We'll see you in the next one.